Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're back out in the wilderness of Florida doing some primitive camping, and we're meeting up with a bunch of folks from Brevard Overland who set up this Facebook event to come out here and do primitive camp, and it's going to be potluck tonight. So y'all stay tuned. Yeah, so we're here with a group of people that are going to be camping here at the Tassahatchee Wildlife Management Area, and this is in east central Florida near the St. Johns River. This is a place we went to a couple times with Overland Florida, and I've been out here a few times on my own actually too, just to ride the woods. It's just, the roads are in really good shape. You know, it's old Florida, you know. So we're pulling into the site that we have reserved. You have to make reservations to get to this site and camp here. It's all primitive. They do have an old hand pump well out there. But other than that, it's pretty much it's pretty primitive. We got a fire pit and a couple picnic tables. At least they have more than they had last time we were here. All right, so let me put this camera down. Let's get in there and get situated. So here's the first thing I'm noticing about the site. That fire ring is completely filled with old charcoal and ash and all that. So, guess we're gonna have to get back up in there into the Backwoods Gourmet mobile, dig out a shovel and try to clean some of that out. Maybe bucket it off over in the woods somewhere. But yeah, it's just completely full. I don't know how anybody can cook in that. That little flip down grill ain't gonna work because everything's really, really full. So let's see if we can clean it up. Whew, that was a little bit of work. I probably took 7 or 8 buckets worth of stuff out of that fire pit. And this is the junk that was also in it, melted aluminum beer cans and some glass. There's still other stuff around here, but you know, I think it's going to be fun for the group. I'm going to go ahead and police this mess up here. Pack that out. We don't want that out here in this beautiful, beautiful place. So people are showing up already. I was a little early, but some other people even are right behind me. They're sitting up over there. All right, so what we're making tonight is going to take a pretty long cook time. So I'm going to go ahead and try to, you know, before anybody gets here, get some stuff started over that campfire. So the next thing we're going to need is some fire. What we're going to make today is a white chicken chili. And I know that the thing that's going to take the longest is the beans. So I've taken these and soaked them overnight, and then I put them in this bag with some cumin and let that cumin kind of soak into them. I'm not going to use all of them today. I'll save some of those for later cook. So all we need to do now is get some water on them, a little bit of salt. So let's go get the seasonings. Instead of just regular old salt, let's go ahead and go in with Seminole Swamp Season. This is, I've been leaving it outside, and that's not good for it, especially when it's in these type of containers. But instead of salt, let's give it about a teaspoon Seminole Swamp. Now let's take it over to the water jug and get some water on it. So I I brought water from home. This is potable water. Most of this water in these primitive campsites is for washing, and because it comes straight up out of well. It's probably fine. They probably do that just in case you do get a parasite or something off of it that you're not trying to sue them. So we'll open up that valve up there. We'll have a pretty good amount of water in there. Cover them with about a ½ inch of water, and then we're going to get them up on a campfire as soon as that's ready. Alright, so I started some cowboy lump in the Camp made collapsible charcoal chimney. Man, that sucker's hot. I wish the handle was just a little bit longer. Alright, that's going to be the basis for our fire. Get going. We got some smaller stuff here we brought from home. Just limbs out of the oak trees around my house. So let's go ahead and give that a little minute and get our Dutch oven hanging on this great old hook that Chris made me in his forge. Alright, so this is just starting to light up a bit. I'm going to start it out pretty low on the hanger there. We'll try to keep it level if possible. We may have to scoot everything just a little bit just to keep it centered on where it's hanging there. And because we need to get that up to a bowl. And I'm not sure if I'm using the hanger right. I know he's got it square on one end and round on the other. Let's try moving it over before it gets too hot. Let's switch it around. I think that's the way we used it last time. See if it hangs any better that direction. It's about the same. It's just my handle on my Dutch oven has gotten a little bent. Anyway, it'll work just the same either way. And it's got notches here where you can adjust that level. But what we want to do right now is get it up to a bowl. So actually I think I'm going to go ahead and lower it down one more notch. Get it right up over that fire. Till she comes up, and then we'll adjust it. See a little steam coming out around the edges, so it must mean it's boiling. Yeah, it's boiling really fast. So what I'm going to do now is I'll take my lid lifter and I'm going to pull up on this thing, simultaneously adjusting the hook. It's very easy to do. This is very old design. I'm going to leave you in the description what this is called, because I've totally forgot what it's actually called. But it's a very old device that's been made for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's made exactly for doing what we're doing with it. A way to adjust your pot or your fire. So we bring it up one notch, we'll check it a little bit, see how it's doing. is our neighbor's chili. He also brought chili, but his regular red chili. Got it going on the good old Coleman over there. Sure, it's gonna be delicious. So these are our acorn squash right over there. White chicken chili going in the tripod. It's about time to eat.
Yeah, did you hear it?
Alright, so it's getting kind of late, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. Right out of the squash bowl. I'll tell you what, guys. Gotta try this at camp. Gonna be a big hit. Big hit. Alright.
Incoming.
It's amazing.
Are you choking under pressure here?
I am not good with all of this, but this is amazing, and I am almost speechless with it. The more I talk, the less this is going into my mouth, so... So good. No clue.
This is probably the best chili I've ever had, and it's also kid approved.
Kid approved. You heard it right here. Kid approved. From someone who really only eats hot dogs. Okay? So, kid approved white chicken chili from the Backwoods Gourmet.